Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, good night. I don't know. Hello, Angel Gang, gang, gang. How are my guides doing? And it's a wonderful time to leave a nice little powerful message, but separate for my femmes and my masculines. Now look, what I want to clarify in this message is where you will find your power in 2021. This is a collective reading, will not apply to everyone. But I'm hoping it'll apply to most. So I wanted to kind of give it some separation. And when I say female and male, I don't mean the energy. I'm going for lady parts, masculine parts, whatever you as a person identify with. Also, okay, I feel like I gotta put that in there too. All right. For this one, I want you to connect also. So I want you to focus on 3 of these numbers here. Somewhere between 1 and 9, 0, whatever. Pick 3 numbers. Don't make them birthday, completely random. And let's see how that data connects to you. Just as a part of the collective reading. All right, so for now, let's start with, you know what? See, it's expected for me to start ladies first. I'm gonna go masculine first. All right, so for all of you guys, let's start off with your data. All right, for the masculine in 2021, I see relationships, and this is coming out of 2020 for some of you. For some of you, relationships have been difficult, if not completely not happening. So there's a separation here, and we even see it in where the rest of the dice fall. For some of you, you're going to be having a fixed energy of luxury. Some of you are going to be experiencing the higher levels of divinity. This can be in higher learning for some, thinking better, wanting better for yourself. For some of you, this will be learning new cycles. For some of you, it will be getting better with money issues. Also, some of you are going to be experiencing give me a second here. It feels to me like some of you are going to be having an experience, like a situation that happens to you that aids you or pushes you forward towards acceptance of others you may have been intolerant against before, people you didn't understand. I feel like a situation happens, some happenstance. I can clarify that in a minute, but it feels like a situation where the natural divinity comes out of you. And this may come for some of you in an act of selflessness towards another who is suffering, in danger. Some of you may be helping another person escape conflict. This is learning when to give up, and not because you're losing, but because it's healthier to do so. For some of you, this could have been a toxic relationship, one that you just knew wasn't working. And for some of you, it was a relationship that made you lose yourself. You might have discovered you were dealing with someone who operated with a hidden agenda. Could have been money, could have been fame, could have been just basic old greed. Whatever it was, there wasn't enough love. Certainly enough control. Someone who wasn't very patient. Okay, coming back over here to this fixed data. It does feel like the 2021 gives you an opportunity, masculine, to experience creativity of self. This could be taking on new ventures, going new places, working out, higher levels of fitness. Whatever it is elevated self-improvement by your own decision, design, your choice, your voice, whatever. It's loyalty to self, being true to the self. But there's this experience right here. It's this experience, coming back to this again, here's an experience that involves like fast thinking, physical response. It's an act of the self without being selfish. I'm going to stop right here and go to cards. I'm sorry, I just need to move on from this data. So let's clarify it. Clarify the event. Sorry, you guys. Okay. It's just interesting how cards go. I'm not gonna read these by definition. So if you want to, that's cool, but I'm not going to. Okay. Masculine. I'm running back in sequence because to me it feels like this is backing up this. With the Queen of Cups, she is the queen of the thrones of waters. She wants to be heard. Okay, I don't want to say she, okay. This was a partner, could have been a parent, someone in your space. They may not be in your space anymore, okay? You may be getting ready to walk out of the space. Could have been a past situation, okay? But whatever this was, for you, masculine, the reason this data is still here is because you have luggage. Clarifying luggage. Luggage is the stuff that's left over, the residual resentment, the hurt, the feelings of missing someone, still waking up thinking about someone. That is, it's old data, yes, absolutely, but it's baggage, nonetheless. So, because she's looking towards the past, I see this being a past energy, someone that's over with, or maybe you're really ready to just cycle away from this energy. I'm also feeling for some of you, this may not be a relationship, this can be a relationship involving business. For some of you, if this is business, this is something where it feels like a job that became the life, the work that became the life, and there was nothing, there was none of self left. Very little of self left. Okay, but there's self, obviously, but everything became the work. It was almost like, okay, when do you get a chance to just not make everything work? The Lord of Rest from Strife is here, and then the Lord of Great Strength. Going back to relationships, some of you came out or are coming out of a situation, and it was a lot, okay? Some of you are coming out of this place for safety. Some of you are coming out of this place so that you can get to a safe place. This could be financially, emotionally, whatever it is rest. It's resting time. It's new foundation time. It's self-love time. For some of you, it's no longer giving in to the opinions or desires of others, because it feels like energy coming at you from all directions, all coming around to, see, for me, this black space is always like the unexpressed potential, the true desire, but also a speaker. I always look at these as a little speaker box, right? It's being heard, it's talking, it's communications, it's being loud, it's, yeah. Okay. Sorry, these cards always keep my stare. Now, here we have the Nine of Wands, which is the Lord of Great Strength. And for you, masculine, it was a great work getting to a place where you can, what I'm hearing is breathe again. Was it really that bad? Okay. All right, change is good, change is good. Nine of Wands is here now. This is our passion. This is our imagination. This is our instincts. It's that freedom force. New goals. Accepting things for what it was. What I just heard, it is what it is. Do I have to bring 6 in on this? I guess I do. All right. I'll bring 6 in a second for you guys. Now, in this is new process too. Let me keep going. And it's worth mentioning here, the way the dice are laying towards me, there's completion right here. Get the 9 and then we have the 10. So it's wanting a new cycle. The end. Finito. Now we have the Hermit for some of you. Being done means being in a space by yourself. Some of you, it almost looks like he's sitting on an egg, right? Getting ready to create. This is I feel like it's the calm before the new storm of 2021. For some of you in the 7 year, I see a new understanding of yourself. Like, some of you are going to be having some psychic experiences, like, let's just say deja vu to keep it simple. Deja vu expanded upon. Some of you are going to be pushing back against old ideologies. Can be old groups of friends who haven't grown and matured. You're going to be no longer interested in, okay, what's a nice way to say it? Give me a nice way to clarify that, please. Thank you. Some of you in 2021 are just going to learn, if you're not already there, you're going to be not interested in talking to bullshit people. Small minds. This will be definitely not on the menu, because you'll be dealing, you've put down the small mind baggage in 2021. You hear it now. You might have listened to it in the past. Now it's a noise. It is a squeaky wheel that no longer deserves to be oiled so that it can continue functioning. In 2021, we replace wheels. We replace bad wheels. We understand that wheels are, in a lot of instances, they have seasonal things, expiration date situations right there, right? And if we don't balance and rotate these tires, if we don't purchase new sets when it's time, then, well, look what happens. The road can get dangerous. This is knowing. For me, this is ethical, yes, but not entertaining the myopic opinion of others, the myopic perceptions of the others. It's getting very comfortable with alone time for some of you. For others, it's the Lovers. This is the children of the voice divine here. In the Lovers, you're unchaining, letting go, setting free the snakes, those that, this can be snake thoughts too, that hold you back. And for some of you, it's a fixed energy that you are going to be making changes to. See, because in the past, dealing with this energy, yes, you still had a fixed energy, but that fixed energy was half-assed energy. It was energy of satisfying one over others, things that just ran amok, others who ran roughshod over your happiness. You may have let that happen. Some of y'all let that happen. That's how the energy got stuck. See, the other dice can move a little bit easier than this one with the flat bottom. And it's getting into a spot where we are comfortable with the chaos of others. We're comfortable being scattered. We've adjusted to the others. For others, it's being comfortable with being moody, not allowing others into your space, not letting people get close. And even in relationships, some of y'all just wasn't going through things that were satisfying. Some of you were involved with someone who was just taking. Some of you still are paying off debt, is what I just heard from these things. So some of you aren't going to necessarily be able to cut the chain, but you may be able to not cohabitate with the snake. It's worth mentioning, though, in the Lover's card is Gemini energy here. So it's twins. This person here, whatever these energies were, this energy, the one that was draining from the past, that's a mirror of self. That person was a mirror of self for some reason or another. You have the Three of Wands here, which is the Lord of established strength. Some of you are going to find your, some of you are going to find your essence, your blessing, believe it or not, in stuff that requires waiting time, building time. What's another word for it? It's manifestation time, and it doesn't happen overnight, right? So some of you are going to be spending your 2021 on, well, I guess the come up is a nice way to say it. In this air, in this essence, right? We have our knowledge. Where's my pen? So we're getting this download, this awareness, this desire. A brand new day. Okay. For some of you, it's a brand new day. It's being above the confusion of others, recognizing the fixed energy, the immovable energy of others. Maybe we move ourselves to a safer place or above the low-level energy. In 2021, plenty of you masculines are going to learn how to not engage in battle. And I don't mean like physical combat. I mean like the yippity yap yap yap. Listen, I feel like in 2020 and before that, we won't go back that far, you've heard enough. For some of you, I feel like the number is 4. 4 years of something, and you've heard enough. Let's move on. I get the Hangman here. All right, well, the Hangman is that, what happens after this, technically, if we're going by the act, we get the waiting, the building, the solidifying of a foundation. For some of you, this will be starting a new business. For some of you, this will be improving, separating and landing on your feet for some. For some of you, it's losing the fear. And I'm not saying you're a scaredy cat. I'm so not saying that, but I will say, with the Hermit and the Lovers being options that you choose, these are paths. You can stay in and do nothing, and you can also cut that old behavior out. And I feel like in 2021, you will be cutting out this annoying, loud transmission of the others. You'll be putting down some of this fiery energy, calming the self, building the self. For some of you, rebuilding the self, cutting ties with things that don't elevate you. Right? And we're building a new self. Speaking differently. And this includes, you can't be speaking differently without hearing different. That alone will cut out a lot of the BS. What else is coming out? Okay, this is being very small-minded right now, but some of you will appreciate it. In 2022, somewhere between 2021, 2022, because that's what's coming first out of my mouth. Some of you are going to be getting, I don't know if this is going to be painful for you. Maybe you'll have enough compassion by that time for it to have an effect and improve the self. I don't know. For some of you, you're going to be getting a front row seat to the downfall of someone who caused you great levels of damage. It could be financial harm, ruin. This person was in your space at some time, but became, we'll just say, unhappy about you, towards you. This person was cruel. Yeah, okay. This is some of your baggage. Whoever this person was, they really left you where you have trouble trusting people. Like they let you fall. I don't know if that's a physical fall for some or a financial fall, but it was definitely a fall. It was something that didn't need to happen. It feels like, yeah, okay. The word is intention. Clarify this. The Lord of Wealth comes out, so this was a financial fall. This is somebody who let me clarify this some. Ew. Daughter of the Lord of Truth. So for some of you, this is someone who stole from you. Wow. Some of you were in a business deal and they didn't do the right thing. For some of you, this was a business idea shared between two, ripped off by one. This could have been, I keep hearing copyright or something. Oh. Six of Cups. Okay. So for some of you, I do see independence coming out of that as, like out of a necessity because somebody drained the beep out of you. Wow. Some of you, I hope, will understand in 2021 that the people, the energies that come in, the energy vampires, that is a taught response. That is a childhood taught response. Okay? You can hear Moose growling back there. And it could have come from an overbearing parent, It could have come from a parent who just, or family who drained or made you feel bad. This was taught. So maybe in 2021, you'll find power in understanding what type of person you are attracted to and why. How do they mirror people from childhood? What else is the power? Ace of Wands, Lord of the root of the power of fire. I love it. Gotta love that Ace of Wands. Look at that. This is discovering, making sharp and targeted, focused use of your creativity. Finding enthusiasm to go forward. Fellas, this is confidence, supreme confidence. It feels like, because you've been burned, it's like moving forward, understanding that some people were fixed energies before you showed up. No? Okay. Let me put this here. Clarify 7. Clarifying the 7 is the 2 of Cups. In 2021, masculine, you will find sex. There will be action. There will be offers. If you look closely, it is a hand giving an offer. And this is the sperm whale. I'll leave that there. And then we have the cups. This is connections. For some of you, it's resolving issues in relationships. It's being attractive to others. Yeah. It's people having great interest in your Ace of Wands. There's passion, heat. For some of you, this is going to be passion and heat for the self. Moose, go sit. For some of you, this is passion and about the new venture you're going on. But others, I see, for a good majority of you, this is action. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Lord of Dominion. Some of you are going to be moving. And moving, clarify. Okay, so there's a 7. So we have the Lord of Despair and Cruelty. That came out in reverse. Some of you are going to be moving because it's better, it's healthier, it's the right thing to do. If you are considering a move in 2021 out of bad roommate situations, relationships, really give it thought. These cards aren't to tell you what to do, but what to consider. Just some stuff. Just some sign pointing. Now remember this Queen of Cups. For those of you who choose not to make moves, things don't improve naturally, okay? Things get fuzzy, more cloudy, more people involved, more wavy patterns, thoughtless conversation. Just if it's not working and you're not gonna go get counseling, it seems like 2021 wouldn't be a bad time to make some decisions for better health. Sit. Shh. All right. Sounds good for a masculine. And one card for guidance for the masculine for 2021. One card of guidance. 5 in reverse. That's not even, okay. 2021 is about balance, masculine. It's about being flexible while being cautious about deep dives into things. Caution, awareness. It's dumping issues where we do excessive things, thoughtless things. No longer learning to be competitive about yourself, not necessarily competitive with others. Okay? 2021 is about moving away from destructive patterns, confusing things and people, doing it gracefully. Knowing also when to challenge yourself and when to give up. Can I get one more? That just didn't seem like enough. 2021 includes understanding that waiting around to make decisions, especially ones you know you need to make, bring the loss of luck, okay? There is a karmic lesson for you, masculine, in 2021. Let me just see what that is. Pop quiz, of course. And there's your 7. So, in this 7, it's overthinking. It's moving into relationships without healing. You need time, peace, quiet. Nobody down your back. You know what I'm saying? You need a break if you need that. This is about getting control over yourself, habits. For some of you, this is getting legal affairs in order also. Because this comes out first, 2021 for some of you, if you're in aggressive hands-on relationship, your pop quiz is coming in a loss of freedom. So you may want to get some counseling or something. You know, it's nurturing, you know, it's control of self, taking responsibility for your own actions. It's learning how to deal with issues better. For some of you, if you're dealing with a person who's doing what I just said, it's about figuring out where you want your luck to come from. It's about understanding that you can be bullied by people that don't even seem like they're bullying. Or you could be controlled by those who are controlling you with their bad behavior. Anything else? 5 comes back again. Divine masculine. You have exciting changes coming, but they involve redesign of the self. But it's got to be your choice. So embrace the newness, okay? Because it brings in positive winds, positive energies, and new exciting people. And for a lot of you, new venture, new adventures in love and lust. 2021, yes. I feel like I should be saying bang, 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 bang. What does 6 have to say to you for 2021? Masculines, let's see. Okay, so 6, can you give the masculine anything to consider for 2021?
This is a certified hood classic.
Okay, anything else?
And once again, asking for your financial support.
Ooh. Yeah. Now I'm hearing that song, Return of the Mac. Masculine, someone's coming back at you in 2021. I feel like you're really going to get a front seat. That front row seat. Just grace. Just remember your grace. Don't rub other people's misfortune in their face. There's no good luck in that. Okay? let's go for that feminine energy. Oh, you're getting it too. Okay. All right, so in 2021, ladies, some of y'all are going to be walking away from a relationship that you know good and well. It's over. It's over. Some of you have already left. You've left someone who was controlling. There's no stability in that. For some of you, you're leaving something that wasn't just flat out wasn't sane, is what I just heard. And that could have been violent. Doesn't even have to be violent. Could have just been somebody who spoke so well, so harsh. This was someone who learned how to conduct relationships from abusive parents. Lackluster. I don't know why that word comes through, but there it is. So, some of you in 2021 will have to deal with that ex again. You'll have to deal with the temper again. And it takes strength. It takes strength. It takes strength to not go back into this relationship. For some of you in 2021, I do see a cycle that you are going to have to use strength to get yourself out of. You must stay energized and passionate about you in 2021. It takes, for some of you, it's going to take a physical movement. Ooh, this is stress, ladies. What's going on in 2021? For some of you, this is someone, okay. In 2021, ladies, if you are in a relationship and you've ever said to that person or you ever thought that person completed you, make sure we're not thinking like that in 2021. Why? Because it's stronger. No one completes you but you. Okay? For some of you, there's a goal, something you wanted to do. Could be exercise, something new for the self, some physical improvement or whatever. Could be a new wardrobe. For others, it could be something cosmetic you wanted to get done. For some of you, I see someone coming along to talk you out of it. And because of the angle, I ain't gonna tell you they're doing it because they love you. I feel like it's somebody who's using fear to stop you from improving yourself. You may have plans to do better. Someone is thinking a little different. And I'm not saying that they're doing it from a bad place. It's more like a opinionated motherfucker. It's like an opinionated mofo that knows how to create this wavy energy in you. Could be somebody who knows what right buttons to push, what to say. They have experience on, it's like you get dressed to go out to a lovely dinner. And when you're ready to go, your person might turn to you and say, oh, are you gonna wear that? Oh, no, it's fine, it's okay. And now you're spending the rest of the evening in quiet panic mode, insecure mode. And the truth of the matter is you look just fine. But that person knows if I say that, you're going to be busy wondering how you look all night. You're going to be busy feeling insecure when the truth is they're the ones that's insecure. And they know you look too good to be going out with them. So if they can make you feel bad, it helps them feel better during the date, is what I'm saying. It makes them feel better overall. 2021, some of you have to learn how to work yourselves out of this energy. I feel like I need to pull more dice. This wasn't, I don't like this at all. I'm taking these away, ladies. Where's the power for my femmes in 2021? Ladies, you're giving too much. Six wants to say something to the ladies. What do you got?
He needs some milk.
Okay, anything else?
Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, okay. So what I just got from that, ladies, some of y'all have been, it's time to let mama's boy grow up. Mama's boy ought to want to grow up. There's no luck in someone who is, halfway there. They need to get all the way there, and they can't do it on your shoulders. Now, I'm not a fashionista by any stretch of the imagination, but I can tell you, keeping the wrong people on your shoulders will mess your clothes up. At the very least. In 2021, some of you are going to find your power in removing those honest people from your life. And I know you're just like, bitch, what? Did you just say honest? Yeah, I did. You know why I said honest? Because whatever energy would take you through the spin cycle, they showed you their ass. You just chose to still keep looking into the sun. So with brain power, and for some of you, divine assistance, spiritual assistance, and because you were paying attention, you are making a choice to move out of this in 2021, moving away from the heartless, the toddler mind state, okay? For some of you, you've realized how it stopped you from progressing, moving forward. Progressing for some of you. Some of you have held back yourself on an educational level. Maybe there was something professional that you really wanted to do, and you allowed a relationship to come in, and you stopped. Okay? Now it's time to get back on track, because it's still there in your heart. The goal is still there. But this is finding power in clarity, being honest with yourself, putting down those feelings of not feeling good enough, afraid to do things. We're going to take that, we're going to put it into the toilet, we're going to flush it, ladies, and then we're going to go and open up our makeup bag, take out our brushes and our foundations, and we're coming back as a visionary, focused, optimistic. We're finding our art, okay? We don't wait for other people to finish situations for us. We deal with it. This is the goddess coming into her strength, finding it. That's where your power is. Here we have the 3 and the 0. So the zero's kind of, the mind flips. Doesn't mean you go crazy. It means we go, wait a minute. I'm not doing this anymore. I can do bad by myself. I'm not going to sit here being afraid of what life will be like without this negative energy. I'm not going to wait for someone to grow up and do what I imagine, romanticize. For others, it's accepting it is as it is and being, clear on the laziness. But I think most of you want to break this pattern. Because the pattern, the consistency, it's not even here. It's not even here. So in 2021, I do see you being able to break cycles that controlled your essence, the breath, that came out of your mouth. And the cycles had logic to an outsider, but to the person going through it, nah. Okay? And we're here down to our 4. And it's moving forward. Look at this. The dice almost make a perfect triangle. But for me, it's an arrow. Onward and forward. Okay? Doing it for stability. Doing it for safety. Doing it to move out or away from situations that had you trapped or not moving. Some of you are, I hope all, are having a new level of faith in your badass self, period. Some of you don't need a reason you don't have to explain your decisions to everybody. Some of you just need to implement the plan, right? Some of you are going to have to use some of that chaotic BS that you learned to extract yourself from certain situations. Go forward. Some of that is rocket fuel that you can use to propel yourself forward. Okay? Some of you will be moving into managerial positions or, higher up, overlooking others. How does that turn out? Oh, that's nice. I like it. Okay. For some of you that do move up the ranks in work, others ain't gonna like, okay, I see more than one who ain't gonna like it. Some people will not understand. You will experience organized levels of judgment. I feel like the lesson in that, though, is learning how to sculpt and craft a better environment. It feels like learning how to deal with stubborn people, something you may not have picked up in the last relationship as having been something you learned, but you did. In 2020, and perhaps for you, there's even 4 years going back, you learned a new level of logic of self and the others. You understand there's some people who are robots. Don't ask questions, take the data, run with it. Some of you learned that there are people who just don't grow up, period. Some of you really will get to learn that you gathered all this data, and so you will be applying it. Some of you will be sex focused also. Some of you are going to be sex focused at work in 2021. Don't have affairs at work, it's here. Be careful how you flirt at work. Just don't do it. Stop. I'm not reading no more of that data. You're not going to do it. Just because you're in a manager position and, wait a minute. Don't. I'm serious. Just don't. So, those of you who are moving up the scale at work, though it is a new cycle of self, yes, it is a new cycle of other selves also. And there will be some misleading flirtations, new levels, new monsters. And it feels like the energy of people who will talk behind your back. I feel like that's a duh. And the fixed energy is 6, okay? So this is, for some of you, moving into a counseling or mentorship, some type of service job. For others, your new job, it accompanies a statue. somebody who is frozen in place. There will be a fixed energy. It's a higher up that has lower qualities. It's somebody who is fraudulent, but expects and demands cooperation. Though there will be higher rewards, you're going to be finding out how secrets get kept and how you'll have to keep the same secret. This is vision and discovering the polarities in others, but that's bullshit. Phew. Let's see what comes out in the cards for the ladies. Let's go just for the admirers. Straight in. For love, 2021, where's the power? Oof. For the ladies, where's the power? Ladies, some of you are going to find power in turning your back on scrubs, scallywops, hoopty-diddlies. you just, bums, okay? Just, some of you are going to be you'll find your power in turning your back on the bums. And they're watching. They're watching your come up. They're watching that you're not sleeping under the freeway yet. God. Some of you are going to find your power. I don't know how many different ways the cards can say that, but ladies, this will be a season of rejection for protection. The devil is here, and he is a choice. But he's not going in a direction that's good. Okay? For some of you, there is power in not dealing with that, releasing it, taking back your control, and not just self-control, but the remote control too. For some of y'all, it's getting the bum off your couch, out of your house, out of your shower. This is not taking interest in low-level energy, the ones who just want to pump and dump. In the Eight of Swords, this is deeper thinking. For some of you, it makes the others feel powerless. Powerless to take your money and show up at your house and, I don't know, do whatever they do. For some of you in 2021, it includes getting stalked. It won't be a right outside your window stalking. It'll be in the background, random scattered messagings. You're gonna know. They're just checking to see if they can come back in. So there will be tests in 2021. And year 2022 as well. But this is choice, ladies. It's up to you to keep that turning wheel going. And this is making a solid decision here. You know, do I enjoy control of my own situation? Or do I enjoy clinging to the past? Waiting for someone who might not have been honest with you to return. What else is the power? For some of you, there's power in turning your back on quick sex. Ooh. Okay, that was a lot. These are all choice. Some of you are going to find strength. Look at that. You're going to find strength in cutting out people who don't mean you well. Some of you will find strength in, letting go, being comfortable with new situations, new people. This will be wish fulfillment as well for some of you. Some of you have been waiting for the right person to come along, and you've remained quiet and single and comfy. That is coming in 2021. 9 and 10, and then 13. Ooh. So that is a change, right? This is growth, okay? This is growth, cutting off the old self, enjoying and experiencing the new self, okay? For some of you, this is coming away from the cheaters, the users, the liars, putting that energy down. No longer entertaining those who pretend to be victims or the mama's boys for some of you. And here we have the Magician. For some of you, it's going to be letting them down easy, hopefully. It will be the art of self-improvement. Finding new cycles that you personally enjoy. The building of the self to the chagrin of your haters. Okay? Now, I do feel like in 2021, it's important to not string anyone along, just to keep your own energy good. Okay? Ladies, remember that. If you're not interested, don't let it dangle. Literally. Discernment is definitely the key. What good things in business and guides do we have? Messages from the spirit cards here for my ladies. What do we need to know? 21. Where you find your power. Your guides want you to know. All right, there's a test that needs to be taken. You are refusing to take it. This is a cycle. It's coming back around again. So your guides do want you to be prepared for that and strong in the mind. I just heard addiction. Some of you need to be very careful. You may be letting somebody come back around who has an addiction. And they're doing so to be greedy. This overwhelms you. It just stalls you out on time getting to your gifts and creates a blockage. What's sticking up? Your guides do want you to keep moving forward. When this person returns, that's the test. Anything else? Right. There will be tests, ladies. I'm sorry. You're almost done. It's really just about accepting others, that they may not change. And they may not change because you're bitching about it. They may not change because it's the right thing to do. That's not how it works. People are being honest with you if you're paying attention, even when they're lying. There's hopefully a release of codependency, being codependent and emotional to people who don't do the right thing or right by you. Some of you are learning in 2021 that the only way a relationship works with your person that you're thinking of now is if you be their personal cheerleader or servant. Either way, there's no healing, but there is block time and a test that's not being taken. So your guides do want you to take this test. And what happens after we take this test? 4 reverses. We get organized. We get control over self. Okay? And there's completion. For some of you, I really do feel an abusive situation that needs to be dealt with. For others, I feel someplace, a situation you feel confined or trapped in because of love or history. And it's now getting better reasons for why you're sitting in one spot. This includes desiring, being aware of needing to heal, needing balance. In 2021, your power comes from seeing how beautiful you are, declaring that for yourself. Anything else? Your guides do want you to know that your gifts are coming, but test is here. Again. Test. All these opportunities to correct what you know is out of balance. And this is with another person, a relationship, could be a work situation, but it's something that you do have the ability to fix, at least for yourself. In the 888 here, you do have gifts coming in 2021. This is financial gifts, desires coming to fruition. And this may be, hopefully, coming from that place where you've learned the lesson that is attached to your success. Oof. For others, it's coming into great success and happiness, but then having not taken the test, you go right back to whatever this bad cycle was. For others who successfully take the test and move on from a bad situation, this feels so focused on one person. This is supposed to be for the collective, but I feel like this is a come through, like a coming through no matter what message for one of y'all. One of y'all needs to get out of a really fucked up relationship. I mean, it needs to happen. Your gifts are lost under this person's thumb. Time doesn't move. This person is a fixed energy. I mean, like, there's such a loss of self. If you have gifts or financials or life improvements that you're working on, this person just only lets you get halfway there to your goals. And then because of their hatred, and 7 and 9, because they're a hater, that's what we get in the 9. Because they're a hater, they stop your growth. They control your growth. They claim to love you unconditionally, but it's really, they love you one condition. They love you under one condition, and that's that to ruin you. Some of you, boy, and there it is, completion. So emotional choices keep you stuck. This is someone dealing with a narcissist. And if you don't fix it, you become a narcissist. This is a relationship that isn't bearing fruit anyway. You feel lonely anyway. What happens when you break this energy? Come out of it. So, understanding that you're dealing with a false person, a liar. Coming out of that energy, if you successfully come out of it, take those tests, your goals get met. Okay? You get grounded. Things that you want will come to you quickly. There is great satisfaction in it. It's understanding how much was true influence versus invention. When we're talking about the power of this past energy. Lord, anything for the collective, please. For all ladies watching, your power in 2021 comes with taking a test. Clarify the tests. Those tests involve grace, not going off. No snap, crackle, and pop in a motherfucker in 2021. It's enjoying happiness, knowing you're protected, being at peace with the universe, the trees, the leaves. It's a little tree hugging in 2021. Staying grounded. Some of you are going to find your power in the new connections you make. Some of you, most of you, will begin to harness your true power in solitude. Okay? That is where you truly become aware of self. And then comes the new cycle. The lukewarm, everything feels good. Opportunity comes to you. Again, with ease. Same cards come back. Loss and lesson. There's a pop quiz here in reverse. I feel like the cards are running me right back around to that exact same data earlier. Some of you need, in 2021, to consider counseling so that you can move forward as healthy as possible for self and if there are children attached. Some of you need to understand that people are walking contradictions no matter what they say. It's the actions that need to be the focus. Some of you are going to be learning in 2021, you're not attracted to that. And in that understanding, your goals get met. The dominant card comes here again. So it's getting away from this dominant energy for you in 2021, if this is resonating with you. 6, do you have anything else to contribute for the feminine energies?
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Exactly. And that's what they'll be thinking when you're gone. Anything else, 6? Fair enough. All right, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I did. Ooh, Lord. If you did enjoy it, hit that like, hit that comment, write something in there. Subscribe, hit that bell for all notifications so you don't miss the live readings and all that stuff. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, Psi Divine. Until next time, be well.